Have you ever wondered whether the tiny creases beside your eyes or the silver threads in your hair might actually be proof that life is still gifting you new chapters rather than signs that those chapters are closing? When you shift your gaze from what age seems to take away to what it quietly bestows, everything feels lighter. Every year adds depth to your character. Every wrinkle is really a bookmark in a story rich with laughter and learning. And every gray strand glints like a medal announcing that you have already conquered days some people never reached. Accepting this truth is a first spark in aging gracefully, because the moment you trade resignation for gratitude, you start treating time not as an adversary, but as a generous collaborator, one that keeps adding layers of wisdom, nuance, and perspective. Lean into that partnership by surrounding yourself with friends who celebrate birthdays as beginnings, by letting conversations drift toward what each season has taught you, and by wearing your experiences the way a well-traveled suitcase wears its stickers, boldly, proudly, and with no desire to hide the road it has taken. That mindset flourishes when you protect the skin that broadcasts it. Think of your morning face wash as a reset button that sweeps away yesterday's impurities, while stripping protective oils your body has spent the night crafting. Follow that cleanse with hydration that sinks in like a long drink of water after a desert hike. Ingredients such as hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and glycerin-bathed cells and moisture that keeps them plump and resilient. Before you step into daylight, cloak everything in broad-spectrum SPF. Rain or shine, summer or winter, because ultraviolet rays never check the weather app and will happily etch lines and spots while you glance at a cloudy sky. Introduce retinol or peptides in the evening once or twice a week, letting your skin acclimate the way you would ease into heavier weights at the gym. Over time, those ingredients coax sluggish cell turnover to speed up again and whisper to collagen that it is still needed on the front lines. Support this external ritual from within by sipping water all day long, choosing colorful produce that floods your bloodstream with antioxidants, and claiming 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, so the body's largest organ can quietly repair itself while you dream. The fuel you provide your cells matters just as much as the creams you smooth across them. Picture a plate that looks like a painter's palette. Ruby tomatoes, emerald spinach, golden peppers, blueberries so dark they almost appear black. Each hue signals a different blend of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that seek out oxidative stress and neutralize it before it can wilt vitality. Fill at least half your meals with vegetables and fruit, then invite whole grains to the party. Quinoa, oats, brown rice, because their fiber steadies blood sugar and keeps digestion humming like a well-oiled engine. Lean proteins join next, whether they swim in cold oceans, graze on green fields, or sprout from soil in the form of lentils and beans. Those amino acids become the bricks your body uses to repair muscle, strengthen immunity, and generate hormones. Round things off with healthy fats. Avocado, olive oil, walnuts that cushion joints, feed brain cells, and make every bite taste luxurious. Finally, remember hydration is the unsung hero of graceful aging. Water lubricates joints, plumps skin, and ferries nutrients where they need to go. So treat your glass like a loyal friend and keep refilling it before thirst calls. Motion may be the single most transformative habit you can weave into daily life, because nothing refreshes body and mind simultaneously quite like exercise. Aim for at least half an hour of moderate movement most days, but redefine exercise into anything that makes your heart and face light up at the same time. Brisk walks at sunrise, laps that let thoughts drift with each stroke, dances in the kitchen while dinner simmers, or bike rides that merry fresh air with endorphin highs. 2 short sessions of strength training each week. Bodyweight squats, resistance bands, dumbbells. Help preserve muscle mass, safeguard bone density, and keep metabolism burning steady logs rather than quick twigs. Sprinkle in yoga or Tai Chi to stretch fascia, refine balance, and calm the nervous system in a single graceful sweep. What begins as a chore quickly morphs into a gift once you notice stairs feel easier, moods lift sooner, and everyday tasks demand less effort than they used to. All the output in the world falters without the input of quality sleep, that nightly reboot where memories file themselves into long-term storage, hormones reset, and tissues knit back together. Cultivate a bedroom that invites slumber. Keep the temperature in the mid-60s Fahrenheit. Block intrusive light with blackout curtains. Hush random noises with white noise or earplugs, and exile glowing screens at least an hour before bed so melatonin can rise unhindered. Adopt an evening ritual. Stretching, deep breathing, reading a paperback, jotting gratitude notes, to tell your racing thoughts that it is safe to downshift. Wake at the same time each morning, even on weekends, and your circadian rhythm will thank you by letting you fall asleep faster at night without supplemental props. Sleep is not laziness. It is a silent craftsman that polishes every system you depend on. Because modern life fires stress at us from blinking devices and crowded calendars, mastering calm is another cornerstone. Stress itself is not always the villain. The issue is letting cortisol stay elevated long after the trigger fades. Luckily, there are countless micro tools. Pause for 5 slow breaths through the nose and out through pursed lips. Plant bare feet on grass and let the earth's steadiness seep upward. Cue a guided meditation, and notice thoughts float by like leaves on a river, rather than boulders you must haul. Journaling offers a private channel to vent worries before they hijack conversations. Prayer or spiritual reflection can anchor you to something larger than deadlines. Even humming a favorite tune stimulates the vagus nerve, nudging your body toward rest and digest mode. Schedule these resets the same way you schedule meetings, because they are equally important to your productivity and infinitely more crucial to your longevity. The heart, however, craves more than calm. It needs connection. Studies consistently link thriving social ties to longer lifespans, sharper cognition, and stronger immune responses. Yet those benefits require more than occasional holiday gatherings. Send voice notes while walking the dog. Arrange weekly coffee dates or virtual tea sessions. Cook Sunday dinners where phones stay in another room. Join a choir or book club or community garden. Listen fully. Ask follow-up questions. Remember details. In doing so, you weave threads of belonging so sturdy they can hold you through grief, illness, or simply mundane Tuesdays that feel heavier than they should. And never underestimate the lift and mood you create for others when you check in unexpectedly. It is a ripple effect that eventually circles back. Just as vital as people are purposeful pursuits. Maybe you uncover joy in watercolor strokes that bleed into one another. Maybe you lose hours restoring antique radios. Maybe your soul flares alive guiding refugees to a new city or tutoring kids in math. The activity matters less than the spark of curiosity it ignites and the sense of contribution it nurtures. Volunteering has a magical double effect of enlarging someone else's world while widening your own. Travel resets stale routines and remind you how vast possibility is. Even micro-adventures, a picnic in a new park, a day trip to a nearby town, can refresh neural pathways tired of seeing the same 4 walls. Practical maintenance rounds out the blueprint. Routine medical checkups reveal blood pressure creep, shifting cholesterol, or suspicious moles before they become headlines. Biannual dental visits clear the tartar that wants to inflame gums and burden the cardiovascular system. Daily flossing is a quiet hero that rarely earns applause but saves both teeth and wallet. Sunglasses with full UV protection keep cataracts and macular degeneration at bay, while wide-brimmed hats shield delicate eyelid skin from becoming a dermatologist's concern later. A diet rich in calcium and vitamin D partners with weight-bearing exercise to keep bones sturdy, so you can chase grandchildren without hesitation. Posture exercises, think planks, rows, bridges, align the spine and prevent the stoop that compresses lungs and shortens stride. These may sound mundane, yet each simple habit adds years of freedom on the back end. Perhaps the most powerful tool of all is mindset, the lens through which every other practice is viewed. When you start the morning with a brief inventory of blessings, a warm bed, lungs that inflate effortlessly, a sunrise spilling amber across the window, the brain's reticular activating system begins scanning for more to appreciate, making gratitude snowball throughout the day. Speak kindly to yourself in moments of clumsiness. Replace "I'm too old for that" with "I can learn that." Curate your media feed so they inspire rather than enrage. Remember, comparison is a thief of contentment, and authenticity is a currency that never devalues. Lean into your unique rhythm instead of measuring it against someone else's highlight reel, and aging shifts from competition to collaboration. None of these ideas require perfection, only consistent, compassionate effort. Start tiny. Add spinach to one meal. Trade 10 minutes of scrolling for 10 minutes of stretching. Text a friend instead of liking a stranger's post, or set an alarm to remind yourself to sip water. Incremental choices compound like interest, and momentum builds faster than you expect. Before long, you will glance at an old photo and realize you feel more vibrant now than you did then. Not because time reversed, but because you finally partnered with it. If any part of this journey resonated with you, I invite you to make one small commitment today and share it below. Your decision could be the spark that lights someone else's path. Liking and sharing this video helps more people embrace the idea that aging can be an adventure, and subscribing with the notification bell on ensures you're first to know when fresh inspiration arrives. Thank you for spending these minutes investing in yourself. Your presence here proves you're already choosing vitality. See you in the next video.